Good morning. Welcome to Salmon Dream House Astrology. I'm Otis Bell, your modern mystic. Today I'm going to do a reading and a discussion of the astrology. We're in the sacred zero still, in this first emerging breath of the equinox, September 23rd, 2025. What I mean is that we're in 0 degrees Libra in our sun, and Mars has also just entered 0 degrees of Scorpio. Mars has been in Libra for a bit. It's been bringing up interesting relationship issues, maybe battles of fairness, interesting morality, justice, times of reckoning. Now it's going into Scorpio. Anyways, this zero window, here we go. Into the darkness. Past the tipping point on the equinox. I come to the shoreline in the morning. It's a sacred space I was drawn to on my own, I thought, years ago. But it's a place of ancestral knowing and pilgrimage. It's similar. I've come to realize my ancestors guide me places. I'm a healer, so I have a lot of contact points for ancestral culture. When I was young, they started to walk me down the path of the wild places at the edges of the city. Including my own gender. I was a tomboy. I came out when I was 14 as gay. Had my first girlfriend. Started high school. (1996). I was born 2/22/82. I come here to get the sacred knowledge of the in-between space. I think the equinox is a queer gate, just like me. Gender queer, gender fluid, transgender. I'm a transgender man. I pass now as a man pretty well. It's kind of funny. Ooh, you can see the sun coming up. Oh no! There it is. Coming up. The birds sing, 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 sing for it. It's like me. Oh dear. This is terrible recording. comes out of the in-between. Claim the milk and honey. Oh, Christ was as me. Oh, the oil pours from me. Oh, Messiah. Oh, Messiah. The great, blessed Mother holds you always. And the great crossroads of the medicine wheel of Bridget's wheel bless and guide us like a compass, a target on the map. X marks the spot of the X's and O's, the sacred wheels, and the point, you know, the crossroads magic of every alchemy, of every situation, hey? May you be held in sacred space in your own sacred truth, and that sword and shield of protection there. And go ahead and fill yourself up with the earth. Let it fill up your body, including your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Fill them up with the earth. Fill them up with the stars, heavens, the celestial realms. Fill them up through your core. Expand that out to fill your field, body, mental, emotional body, spiritual body. You know, you're bigger than just your physical body. 2/3 of you is unseen. Goes multiple feet out. Feel your body. Feel your shields and fields. Fill them up with the earth and heavens, and set the intention that you need. I say only that which is safe and sacred for me and for the highest good can be in my space, in my fields. So we are protected by the truth, and I offer you mine now today to get a perspective on the stars. We've just entered 0 degrees Libra, and in this Fool's Leap, like the Fool in the Tarot card, that sacred zero is a liminal place of everything and nothing, of creative potential. And just breathing into that window, just surrendering to the truth of the situation. The center of that, we bloom out like a rose and return home like a salmon. It's just sort of like this sort of, like our breath. And you know what? We're not even trying to breathe. You know what we're trying to do is receive the breath that the earth breathes into us to just give us life. And it is really challenging for people to just receive, you know, to just receive, it's being given to us every moment, and it won't stop. We're so scared it will. We spend our whole lives being scared it will. But it's very clearly just given all the time, and our biggest challenge is to receive it. So, in case you ever forget, goes to your heart. So breathe in with the land, where you know best, where you are. And we've got a new astrology archetype that we're entering into with the sign of Libra in the 0 degrees of our sun. You know, that means that the sun is at a certain place on its wheel and its orbit through the archetypes. 0 degrees is such a cool place for a sun, isn't it? I've known some 0 degrees sun people. They're very interesting people. you can feel the glow of the horizon and the animals, the dream awakening at the liminal space of the sunrise. It's like that, this zero threshold, this place of potential, this place coming out of everything we learned in Virgo and into an adjustment, a sacred adjustment. When we've got this beautiful alignment with Mercury also in Libra, right by the sun. And, of course, because we just came out of this beautiful new moon with a solar eclipse at the same time, that dark moon, ooh, that nourishing reset. We are emerging still with the moon in Libra too. We're still in it, in that window of that new moon, that dark moon, with Mercury right there in between the moon and sun. Oh, that's lovely. Right at the same time, Mars leaves Libra and goes into 0 degrees Scorpio. Wow. Right at the equinox. Fresh out of the gate 2025. These autumnal equinox energies are waning the light in just a beautiful underworld dunk. Like deep dive, like splunk, dunk, ooh, boom, into the underworld. Hey Scorpio, what do you know? Everything just lined up in Libra to receive a beautiful adjustment, a harmonious message. What harmonious messenger are you in your deepest truth? See, we're still asking that question because across from all this Libra is Neptune and Aries. We're dreaming up a true self, self-aligned with the dream you had when you were little, the one that dreamed you, the one that births your desires, that is at the root of your becoming. Your sunrise, you know, your spring, your youth. What moves ya? What calls ya? What wakens ya? What riles ya up? What moves you? What is your purpose? The one that suits you, right? Really you. That brings you out. The true you. We're really with Saturn and Pisces and the North Node in Pisces right on it, really dreaming up the true you. The one that really is the best one. The one that everybody dreams for you, that you dream for yourself, that Creator dreams for you, that really dreams your best gifts alive. It is the time for Aquarius to rule the underworld, because Pluto is stationed there. The planet of the underworld, see, is in Aquarius as an archetype for 20 years. So whatever's going on is to liberate us at a deep level. It's personally into our highest potential, and also more visionary self, more revolutionary self. What is that liberated version of you? What is your authentic self? You know, we get to worship that now, and there's some healing adjustment, some beauty to ourselves in terms of aligning with some beautiful, refined nature of ourselves as a beautiful healer, a beautiful ritual maker, a beautiful, you know, whatever your version of that is. Say you're a carpenter or something, that's your ritual. Maybe you're a cook. You know, what is it? Maybe you walk dogs. Like, you know, there are all these beautiful rituals that we have of our humanity, and they make us feel like, I want to say like tiny gods in myths that mirror the large epic ones, but they are just tiny epic ones. And you know, these layers of reality they interweave, you know. And so we are here as weavers, and we have a beautiful opportunity today to go fly a kite, because as you can see in this shape, the Uranus and Pluto, ooh, they're in air signs, just like this stack up in Libra with the sun and Mercury and the moon. It's quite a lot of air, y'all. That just means it's in a triangle, which is harmonious. You know, all the signs of the same kind of element are friends. They're in a holy trinity together. In terms of their orientation in the zodiac, they're, you could say, like the Holy Trinity or the Three Sisters. There's many ways it's called a sextile energy, and they're harmonious. So these friends, the three muses, the three weavers, they're really kind of getting this cross shape, which makes this, a kite pointed towards Saturn, Pisces, Neptune, Aries. It's dreaming up your true self, your dream self. And Venus just went into Virgo, and you know this is Venus's realm, and also Libra, which is what's ruling the sun and everything, dropping in through Mercury, this messenger of the moon as well, even in our intuition, some inner adjustments, some truths, discoveries. They're about love. They're about Venus, y'all. And Venus just went into Virgo. Do you know that, whoosh, we're dreaming of a dream job, I think. We are dreaming of a dream job of being a true self. Our dream job is to be a true self. And our true self has a dream job. And so that's coming into sacred alignment now. I think at a very deep level. Okay? And, you know, Jupiter's in Cancer, so this is what Grandma wants for her babies. Yes, she does. Is she going to get it? Because that's where the turkey is. That's where the feast is being thrown. It's Grandma's house. You know, Cancer holds the summer sun and all that feast of reunion of like, yeah, we're having barbecue, we go swimming, Grandma. Okay, sorry, but go float your goat, y'all. Cancer's got Jupiter. Do you know Jupiter is the big feast and the giveaway for everybody? And we're going to get to see some beautiful caretaking and caregiving around the world. And perhaps, you know, all those mutual aid networks that woke during COVID can be seriously scary for, you know, some people. It's funny because they think it crashes their business or something, as if that needed to be a problem. I don't understand. They're doing fine. Jeez. I just feel like there's going to be some amazing caregiving, though. Caretaking. Everybody's going to have, like, a role, right? A sacred gift that gets to be aligned with. And so we get to receive, just like the breath, our destiny that fate was weave for us. I'm narrating what I see in the stars, just laid out. It's going to personalize for your own chart. You know, you have your own archetypes that are these signs, right? So wherever you land is going to be transformed in this way, touched in this way, nudged in this way, nourished in this way. We're getting deeply aligned, though. Okay? So I'm just going to let you know to lean into your best self, your highest self, the one that's really in flow and harmony with those around you and with vice versa. You know, it's really cool. It's beautiful. You feel in love, they feel in love, and you guys just have fun, and you are yourself, and it brings that out in you. So this is everybody's dream love too, you know. You know, I asked one time, wow, it was a beautiful threshold of magic I was on, similar time of year, but before the equinox, right? But similar threshold. A few years ago, I said, Willow, and I was by a lake, so another threshold of the water. I said, Willow, who holds the water, I need a song. We were processing at that ritual I was at about healing from colonization with the land and the ancestors. We were there, and I asked for a song about that from the willow. And the willow said, this song, which we ended up in our ritual that day using. It was very powerful. It wove like these 3 strands, and this rhythm came and it wrapped the world. It was just beautiful. And the song went like this. Never known love like this before. Never known love like this before. Strange to me, strange to me, set me free, set me free. Never known love like this before. Never known love like this before. Strange to me, strange to me, set me free, set me free. Never know. Never known love like this before. Never known love like this before. Never known love like this before. Changing me, changing me, set me free, set me free. Prayers. So, thank you for praying with me. Sing along, sing along, sing along, sing along. We have a beautiful message coming through from the Prince of Cups, Air of Air. I see him there in the Tabula Mundi with the Scorpios, with the scorpions in the water and the eagle flying through. And see how this messenger is catching a vision. See, the eagle above the head does catch a salmon to feed the sun. There is so much here we see in the vision coming through for you and me. Ooh, the Scorpios in the waters of the Prince of Cups. So this is a creative time to dream your best self. Get in that child mind. Play with the things that even scared you, you know, the ones that scare you awake. The ones that wake you up. Ooh, gosh, they make you so excited. They're so scary. They really get you awake and alive, right? Wake you up. Time to adjust something really smooth and flowing, harmonious that fits you. Yes, 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 it does. Oh, that wish come true. Like a river flows to you. Princess of Swords, Earth of Air. Oh, how you dance, how you beautify. And I can't deny the balance as the feminines in the masculine air and the masculines in the waters. The feminine waters, and that balance here of beautiful bridging going on as we rise to our potential and embody that. Yes, we do, honey. Wow, it seems like the dreams and visions of Creator landing for each of us. And I love this beautiful truth. That is what's in store in terms of what's on top and might be seen is more the Prince of Cups, this vision where you're getting to just dream it right now and play at the water's edge like me here together with the Scorpions, that vision for you of your deepest power, your creative potential coming into an embodiment underneath. There's some underlying embodiment. So I see this beautiful rising of embodiment, and we're just in the 0 degrees. We're just dreaming it. Ooh, this synergy. That's what it feels like, synergy. I love that word, don't you know? As an alchemist, I do. Because 1 + 1 make 3. Which forms the 4 gates of you and me, and the medicine wheel where the 5th jumps through. Same as the 13th, the one who handles it, that snake handler. We're getting some big downloads in the waters and the airs. So we get to embody it though. We know we're this beautiful landing vision. It's really in the dreams, y'all, and the visions. So I think everybody needs to make a lot of art and, you know, call in their truest best self and just become that. I hope you enjoyed this reading and got something from these beautiful songs. Feel free to sing that song. And you can credit me if you want. But it's about decolonization, and let it heal you, let it weave you. It has strands and weaves of 3 in it that are beautiful and weaving you, and they're just basically, when you sing it, they're praying for you to be aligned with your truest self. That is a decolonization of you on every level, in that it reclaims your authenticity, your true desire and alignment with your power, and expresses that in embodiment as a gift, a service of the divine vessel that you are, in full reception and expression. And that is the balance of the masculine and feminine that we are and always are embodying. And so when we're in these sacred moments like the equinox, we get to feel that power of the both and the union of the two in their balance inside of us and in every way around us, creating harmony, getting along, and going and flying a kite, because we can see that is the shape of the stars. It's making this beautiful thing, and it's really pointing everything, towards its best self. It's wanting that. It's really wanting the best for everyone. And so, I feel like there's just something better. Yeah. Gosh. And it's finding us. It's really finding us. I think that there's just like a beautiful, opportunity that's just happening that we get to unify with. And I'm gonna just sing a song, one that raised me, by foster mother Tracy Chapman, one of my queer roots, because I didn't even know that she wasn't a man. And then I found out, I was about 5. I've been very trans my whole life, but she was very important to me growing up as a butch lesbian. Foster mother, I call her, in terms of the cultural fosters that we do. Don't you know, talking about a revolution, it sounds like a whisper. Don't you know, talking about a revolution, it sounds like a whisper. While they're standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time, the unemployment line, sitting around, waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution that sounds like a whisper. Poor people gonna rise up, get their share. Poor people gonna rise up, and they will say, don't you know you better run, 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 run. Oh, so you better run, 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 run. Cause finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Oh no. while they're standing in the welfare line, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time, unemployment line, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds like a whisper. And finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. And finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Oh no. Talking about a revolution. I hope you sang along. I hope you can return to this as you need it, to remember the window of opportunity you're in prayer and be in sacred space together. Receiving that breath one more time of our own divinity. As a reminder, it goes right to the heart in case we forget. We can always be remembered there, and we always are. The earth listens and then brings on the exhalation out in that song of humor, our divine jokes of truth, and the earth laughs and laughs and sends back medicine. That's called breath. In the Celtic Gaelic language of Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic anyways, that I know of, is called Veha, which means the same thing as life. Veha, breath and life, they're the same thing anyways. The earth gives us life, and we receive life. In its wholeness, we do understand most of it is invisible, as we've learned today, and we can breathe in life to that as we may and as we need. And our third eye is so divinely that third space maker. So weave this truth into your everyday as needed and play with that. You know, you can shield, you can protect yourself with your truth, and you can work with the magic of the earth and heavens and fill yourself, and you can become part of the dream awakening you. And as we receive breath more and more, we receive vitality. It's the same with our hearts, you know, receiving your true nature and expressing that. It's sort of like becoming an artist. You sing, you know, we have words, and then sometimes we put this alchemy together of sound and heart and word, and we call it music, right? So anyways, you can make a musician of your life with all its instruments, including your body, yourself, your purpose, and take the job. You know, it's taking you right now on a ride of your destiny, of your truest potential, and so lean into that harmony that's possible. You know, what would true love look like for you? What would decolonization really feel like? Well, I think it feels like true love. What does true love feels like? Well, it feels like it knows you and it brings you out. It really, you know, in case you even forget yourself, it helps you remember. It helps you remember. And you can feel your body in that as it breathes in life to you and is joined with the earth and heavens. You're joined in your heart, and all that center knowing there becomes a medicine wheel. And there's just this medicine in love. And so we know that decolonization feels like healthy love. Healthy love feels like a point of decolonization we can really remember ourselves in and be remembered in, so we can have our bodies and feel them. We can come out of dissociation or frozen states of panic or lateral violence that we may have acted out because of mental health, dysfunction, family relationship, shadow work, all these alchemies of karma that test our ability to know what's the truth and come into harmony. We've been tested through contrast a lot in the years before this, and now we're coming into more of the like lessons and harvest time, and And I do mean in a bigger scope of the last like 20 years, but I think even in this year's solar cycle, it is a time of the year where the sun starts to digest its harmony and feast and just say, hey, let's have friends over and have a potluck. Let's kind of do some healing together and sing, and just remember to do that regularly and bring in the heart to this work, because we're all getting divinely adjusted to be more divine and to be more in harmony with that true nature of the world and of life, not only of yourself but of life. You can be more part of the divine nature of life, more of friendship. See, I think even the friendship between the air signs right now, it's like these friends, these big heavy hitter planets were deeply transforming, becoming more visionary, into a more visionary, unified collective good, I think, is what we get to be. And we get to, oh my goodness, it reminds me of the Golden Girls. And we get to be friends, and thank you for being a friend. I just want to say that. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. It's the friendship. It's actually just a friendship. I think it's just this air trine, and what it's doing is creating like a chariot, like a rainbow bridge, a vessel for divine incarnation that is just like embodied here. And so, yeah, it is a revolution, and it is like that. It's like falling in love. So surrender to it, honeys. Let it bring out the best in you, and vice versa. When you're at your best, you're going to bring out the best in the world, and that's going to be fun for you to see, for us all to experience that in ourselves and each other. So, feast. Have some feast celebrations for this good news. You might think it's crazy I'm saying this because the world looks like it's fighting a lot and very dysfunctional, but I think it's actually coming into a great harmony and unification right now through these massive exposures of the underlying dysfunction coming to surface, injustice, and there is a collective good that is just rallying right now and unifying, which is so beautiful, because I wondered what would bring us all together. So here it is. I get my news through the comedy, so that's good. Just watch that. It's good. Things seem good. Anyways, keep the fight. We're good. We're winning. Love y'all. Much love. Keep it up. Keep it real. So I'm going to do a rune reading. I'm just going to complement this astrology and tarot reading today, on September 23rd, 2025, with a rune reading. And I'm just going to invite the runes to tell a story today. Put them all on the wheel of potential and see what happens. And so we've got a big journey going far out. Rido is the one that rolled almost off the map. It tried to, but something just at the threshold kept it inside, but it really was rolling all the way out. So we're going on a far out journey, y'all. Far out. Mars just went into Scorpio, so it's time to trip out. There's most things still at the center, just really finding openings, finding growth, lots of openings in this beautiful standstill of energy, just like harvesting, 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 this growth at the center. There's these beautiful joy of being a divine bride, right where we have thorns, right where we have aversion, right where we have what would be a fun way to do this? There we go. Right where we have joy, right where we have aversion. I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. If there's no sickness, oh no danger, let bright light, which I'll go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to run. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over. I know dark clouds may gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep. It golden fields lie just before me, where the redeemed shall ever sleep. I'm going there to be my loved ones. I'm going to sing with them forevermore. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going